Hi guys, and welcome back. Right, mic's on, camera's looking alright, the door and the trash at the corner there. Oh, there we go. Right, how's everyone this evening? Going to get on more with the bridge. I was going to get more done, but I got busy today. So we are going to crack on with making more of the bridge today. I thought I might be able to get a bit of the rocks done, but I don't think I will. But anyway, we'll move on to it. Hope everyone is doing well. Who is in to begin with? Oh, a good 15 people, which is awesome. Right, we have got John A. Dawson, Bangor Junction Cole, Colin and Timbersurf. The first few in. Let's scroll down. Tim JD is in the house. Scroll down. Paul's with us. Andrew. Okay, scrolling. How have I got a dislike already? It's because I'm loved so much they have to come in before I even start to give me a dislike. That's why. I'm thought about by them before I do anything. So it's right touching, really. Okay, who else? David Cookmate. Scroll down. Pete Clark, how you doing? Inked Rails, how are you, buddy? It's nice to see you. David Good. Kieran's in the house. Scrolling down. We're doing alright. We're getting there. Norman Rowe. Hi, Tim. Hi, all in chat. Hello, Anthony Dodge. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Laser cutter commercials already because you've been looking what we've been talking about. I love it, John A. Dawson. Scrolling as we roll. Hello, John from Piccadilly. I mentioned you in my last video, mate. I know you wouldn't mind at all. Dooby-dooby-doo. How we doing? I think we're nearly down there. Yeah, and Melvin. Right, okay, so. Pardon me. Got a bit of a cough going on, so some Jack Daniels will be fine. Okay, and as always, if I missed anyone, I do apologise. Do chuck us another hello. We're going to crack on with the bridge today. So to have a bit of a recap, this is the picture. Boom. This is the picture that I've been inspired to build my bridge. Sort of like, just a bit different, but this sort of concept of it. Having the sleepers and the rails and some bit of wood underneath it and support bents. But I'll go through what I've done with my bents in a minute regarding the spacing. Hello, Chris Hales. You're not asleep then? Was that Chris I did see? It was. We'll remember to give him a nudge in about 20 minutes time. Yeah, go for the video. I think it's a what was my last video, guys? It was an update, wasn't it? It was the O scale small space video. That's the one. Nice. HO scale scrap loads. Sweet. Right, anyway, so this is the type of bridge we're looking at. It's inspired me. So this is what I've done so far. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Pop. There we are. So I've done some painting and a bit of detailing for the close-ups, as you can see here. I've got to put a lot more grit and dirt in, but obviously I'll add more to the cribs as I build the scenery up. But for now, that's looking cool. We got the logs in over this end. They're all in. And what I've done here is let's bring the camera up a little bit. and down. It will. No, it won't. So this is the... Hello, Stephen. I've just seen you drop in there, buddy. I did get some pictures. They're awesome, mate. Stephen sent me some pictures over of some other sort of logging bridges. When you sent them over, see that's what I saw of his. So yeah, right. So this is the start so far of what we've done, what I've done, and I've brought them in. Now, this will support my train, okay? Or my train's going over. Let's pop that on the stand and move it around a bit, shall we? But technically, in the real world, the distance between the two bents, I'd probably have another one in the middle. But this is where I'm going to use the modeller's license. The simple fact is that whatever trains I'm running over here, it is supported in the model rail, although if it was a real train, the weight would probably bend these bits down and break the track. But I'm trying to create it so that you also can see the scene through the bents. So all of this scene down here with the lake, some gold panning and a little hut and some old men smoking pipes sort of thing. I want to be able to see that when you're looking through the bents and this sort of bridge. Oops. Let's get that. So I kind of had to go along with the lines of modelling license, and in structurally sound, it works perfectly fine for my model railway. But I also know that if you actually put a real locomotive between here, it wouldn't actually be supporting the locomotive because the whole weight would be in the middle here, and your bridge will bend. So I'm fully aware of that. For any Revit counters or people would say that structurally is not completely sound for real life. Luckily it's a model, and luckily it's mine, so I'm not too fussed. So there's my disclaimer. And as I said, we've gone and done the logs. I've got the track in and that lot, and we are trying to replicate it, and I say it's doing quite well. Right, what we got? Hello, Brian. How you doing, mate? Anyone else popped in? No, I think that's it. Oh, that was it. Yeah, I said something about, wasn't I? I was wired up the said 21 to this layout, this, that, and other, and I won't go in depth about it. If you wanted to learn more about the said 21, check out Piccadilly Model Railway, because he's got loads of awesome videos for that. That was it. Thank you, Paul. I just remembered now. Right, but yeah, this is what we're working on today. I'm going to try and get the camera into a position where we can start working on this bent and the one behind it, and hopefully go through the process of painting them. So how I got to this sort of level of painting. Hello, Donegal Dad Mark. Right, I do apologise again, guys. We're going to helicopter around and try and get into a position with the camera that will look ideal. So if we're working on this down here, let's hope the focus don't go in and out too much. I'm fully aware this one's on a slight drop down, so I think what I'll do is work on that, because I can't bring it up. But I'm using, again, coffee stirrers. Once again, this bridge is made out of matchsticks and coffee stirrers. I've got a habit of making loads of awesome stuff out of them. So then I do my markings with my razor saw. So just scrape them along. And then that goes from obviously a blank one to indentations for the grain. Hello, Gordon. Hope you're doing okay, buddy. So how I usually start is, where my pincher's gone? There we are. Got my sandpaper ready as well. Click, click, click. And my pen has been sat here all day, and now I want it. It's gone. There it is. So pretty much we're going to do it I'll go from behind first. So I find it easier to work this way. And I get my pen, make a mark. Get my snippers. And so on and so forth. Right, where's the glue? There's my pot. There's my dappy end stick bit. Hopefully everyone's had a pretty good weekend, give or take. And once again, all I'm using is the old Gorilla wood glue, because it's water resistant, and when you start spraying ink and all sorts of stuff on it, it does help. I'm just trying to raise that up a bit. There we are. Right, just going over the recap of what's going on. Let me just put this one in, and then there's a couple of guys that haven't been around for a while, so we'll go over a quick recap on what's happening here. Tim makes it up as he goes along. I don't know why I have that theme stuck in my head. I just do. It's annoying. Right, helicopter coming out again. So, what we got going on here is down this end will eventually be the fishing dockyard, not a container shipping dockyard, but a fishing dock with some piers coming out and all that. So you'd have like the tide coming in here, and then it'll be more of a gold panning stream down through here. With out the back there's a bit of a cave, which we're going to have a small bit of a waterfall coming down to the stream. Not anything massive, but that will initially come from the massive mine way at the other end, at that end. It'll come from there, but as an underwater ravine, and it will come out here, and then I've got an ash pit going on in here because we've got an engine shed repair shop up here, and I have some sort of hut here where there's like an old geezer sat in his rocking chair smoking his pipe, and a couple of people gold panning down in the stream bit here. The WWD, yep, the WWDs and all that lot sort of things. So yeah, that's the plan anyway. So we're going to pop you back there and keep working on this bit here without watching you watch. Yeah. Ah! And done. Right, okay. Just watched your video. I'm amazed how much you've done. No problem, John. Like I said to people, I've got the Z21 basically to plug and play. Okay, it is that easy to use, and if people want the more in-depth stuff, go to you, because there's no point doing that sort of video when I don't understand it. Yet other people have amazing videos on it. But yeah. We started this last Saturday. We're now on the Scenics this week. Well, on this part anyway. Let's get these built up anyway. That's the plan, is that throughout the evening live streams, because I am still going every night at 8:30, except Fridays, and Mondays is members only live stream. Speaking of which, guys, members that are in here, the link at the top of the message board is the link to tomorrow's live stream. So head over to, click on that link and set reminder, because we all know YouTube has a habit of not letting people know on the members live streaming. So do click on that one. That's only if you want to come to that one. Right, so I usually making these about what, 7 up, 6 or 7 up. It depends how high they look. Yeah, this one's bent a bit. Got a bit damaged in the last flood storm. Simon Shed has a few since, not to forget. Well, I don't follow those guys, so I couldn't really mention them. Try to mention the ones that I follow. The Ice Age, yeah. Yeah, this one is a bit wonky down here, but it gives it a bit of characteristics, a bit of a... I think one of my bridges, one of my very first bridges I'd done, we literally had welders on there because the thing was going to fall apart if I didn't have the welders there. My chair still needs oil on it, I know. Luckily, it's one of my back bents. It's not the forward-looking one, so you won't really get to see that part of there. How many have we gone up? We've gone up 6, I think. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but because I want that, this will just be 6 high this side. Typical, innit? My pen's been fine all day, but because I want it to... We're going live as usual. It don't want to work. Right. Need to put some big chunks, big boulders. Yes, I have got, courtesy of the garden, well really, courtesy of Tesco's, brought several years ago and placed in our garden. These bad boys, where are they? Yeah, we've IPA'd them, cleaned them up, all that sort of thing. I've got a load of these ready to place around, like areas. Obviously not like that, because that won't stand, but like that. down like so when we finally get to that part. But yep, we're getting there. We've got them ready. What we got? Sticks out there. I don't like that bit sticking out. Let's get the snippers to it. That's a bit better. Then we'll work on this side. Chunks of slate. That's the one. Because they use them just for extra protection, really. Have I looked into woodland scenic rock mould? Have you seen any of my rock moulds? I usually do a lot of mine by hand, and I do use the moulds every so often. I've got a couple of the ones that I like, but a lot of the time I end up sculpturing the either sculpture mould or the plaster Paris that I use until I think it looks okay. With my favourite tool that absolutely everyone loves. You ready, guys? You all love this one. The dental pick. Da, da, da. Yeah. Every time I start sculpturing away at the plaster Paris and that lot, makes me own moulds. I don't make my own moulds, I just make it up. Yeah, the woodland scenic ones, they're okay. I've got a few, but they don't always, because I don't always have the correct heights. I make my own heights up. They look a bit wrong. Right. Gonna say that. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. Yeah, as we move along, I did see some of the comments before we started that that Tim gets a lot done when he's not actually on the live stream. You're right, I do, but there's no fun then. I'm just sat here on my own. So I mean, what's the fun in that? Well, apart from I like being on my own, but that's not the point. Say, exactly, Paul. Right. And again, probably the best method of doing this is not having the not working on the trestle while it's up. You should really build your bents and everything first, and then stick them under. But I mean, this is the Tim way. This isn't do it by the book way. It's the Tim way. It's more fun this way, for me anyway. Now, I don't know if anyone answered me this yesterday, but the woodland scenic talus, the stuff that I showed you that I've been putting in between it, is it like a breeze block stone? This stuff. because these are extremely light compared to pebbles, and the only texture and lightness I can kind of think of is breeze blocks. Now, I don't know if the Americans understand what a breeze block is, but I'm hopefully the Brits do. That sort of grey, very, very light. Is that what they're made out of, or am I completely wrong? Probably completely wrong. Cheers, Anthony. Volcanic rocks. I mean, whatever rocks they are very, very light. Next time you go to the dentist, Colin, you turn around and say, "Oh, I watched someone use one of those things and they carve away rocks. What are you doing to my teeth?" Right. How we doing? We're good in there. Right, here, there are a dozen of those types of rocks, and woodland scenic ones only represent one. I hate them. What, the rocks, or... pumice stone. Okay, right. I get ya. What did I miss? Lost electric there for a bit. Oh no, Melvin, not a lot, mate. I gave away £1 million, but everyone missed it. What else did I do? I stuck some wood to wood using wood glue. But apart from that, I think we're all good. I don't think you missed anything too important. Right. So tomorrow night we get to go back to making some white metal casting stuff that's all going to be used in my sawmill eventually. But obviously I need to build all the bits together and the sawmill itself and this and another, so perfect. Right, and the last one. No, I didn't laugh at you. I just laughed at the thought of it being volcanic rock. Laugh at you. Not today. I laughed at you for the last reason you told my missus why you hadn't been on Facebook. That was quite funny. Please don't repeat it here, Norman, because I'd hate you to get banned on YouTube. But yeah, I don't think you should really... I think it went along the lines of, "Sorry I couldn't wish you happy birthday on Facebook, Rosie, but I've been banned again for a politically incorrect comment." Oh, that was it. Facebook isn't too keen at burning witches at the stake. Something along that line, anyway. I just really had to crack up when I read that. Right, okay, so what I want to try and do is have that look. Okay, so that's that one done. That's what we're going to go for a look at. So I just want to tidy it up a minute while the camera's out the way, because I'm going to spray something on it in just a second. Well, actually, not yet. I've got to leave that for about 10 minutes before I do that. But yeah, how are we doing? Running out of, well, not running out of drink. I need to top up. What we can actually do as well in a minute, we're going to see if we got the... Yes, I will move on to the painting tonight, because I've been able to... I like this sort of texture going on. A bit weathered. Let's see if I can bring that in focus. A little bit weathered with a couple of different colours, but a real dark colour underneath, because in my theory it's going to be dark and ganky under there, not bright, like new looking. So might darken it a bit. I want to put some more filling in between all of this. So I'll wait for that lot to set, dry, da-di-da-di-da. Hello, Lone Wolf. Thank you for coming back, buddy. Is it going to be detailed like the Sundance Central Rail? I don't know which railroad that is, so unfortunately I couldn't say. It's going to be as detailed as Tim gets done. But if we pop that back up on there a minute and bring the camera up, let's see if some more light will come in. There she goes. We should, if I get the last bit done, get a train over this. And like I said the other day, as long as I haven't by mistake dislodged the track, because this curve, like we said, we're working on an O scale locomotive, and we're working on first radius curves. Now if I accidentally have lodged this bit of track round here, we're going to have a bit of derailment, because my train and that's not going to go round. But I have faith in it. Worst case scenario, I just have to break, I think probably about this section here, break it off, bend it around a bit, and then pop it back in place for the correct. But I don't think I've dislodged it. It's just something I've thought about. I've gone, I should have really checked that. But hey ho, this is Tim. If I did things like that, I'd know what I'm doing. Sort of. Right, we're just going to fill in the last one down here. Then we'll probably get a train to go round it and then spray it. Not the train. It's possibly a good time for shameless self-promotion. You know what, Timber Surf? That is probably... I should really get a t-shirt branded that. Tim's Technique. Part magic with a dash of luck. I love it. Right, anyway, shameless promotion, guys. You can become channel members if you really, really want. That helps me out a long, 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 long way. And... you get extra perks like awesome little emojis, like the Jack Daniels emojis. Where are they? I've lost them. You get a little badge next to you saying that you're a channel member. We also do channel members only live streams, and yeah, you can get extra content perks and things like that. If you fancy that sort of thing, just click on the little join button. It'll show you what you get, and if you're happy to help, then join the club. You guys are awesome. Catch you later, John. Have a good evening. Drop that bit. No, I can't get to it. Can't pick the bloody thing up. Right, the tweezers, here they come. Right, so yeah, we'll have a look in a minute on my yeah, I thought I'd done a bit too much or too little. My magic technique with a lot of luck, but it works for me. It works pretty well. There we are. Paul's gone and chucked up the little emojis you can get, like Jack Daniels, Tim Loves Trees, a dodgy looking picture of me that someone thought was a dwarf, I think they said. And you can get all that, and it goes a long, long way to supporting me and my channel. And you can join the other 20 plus members for as little as 99p per month. Or you can go up as a very, very expensive at $12.99 a month, which I've got 2 subscribers that have done, which are awesome because those guys are going to get names on locos and that shortly. I've lost it. Oh, there they are. I look nothing like a dodge. Aren't you lucky then, Anthony? And don't forget, guys, if you're already channel members, click on the link above. That will take you to the channel members advert for tomorrow night's live stream. You're going to need to set a reminder on that because YouTube does not notify you directly through YouTube. It will notify you through an email or something like that, or you'll have to find it through the community page and blah blah blah. I like that, Stephen. It's okay to talk to yourself, it's okay to answer yourself, but if you then go, huh? And the last one, and that'll be all of the supports done. This rickety old bridge of mine. Then what we'll do, we'll send a train round nice and slowly. find out if we've got any kinks. Right, let's turn that on and that on. Yep, that's on. The moment of truth. Right, that's the thing. Nope, I'm not connected to it. Let's get connected to it. Right, that's because I'm connected to the internet. I want to be connected to the Z21. There we go. Here we go. Going to bring a train round nice and slowly once I get a train running. Here it comes. You ready? Slow it down a bit. Right, put the control down so we can just check the train's okay. Oh, go on, go on, go on. No, we're good, we're good, we're good. Oh shoot, hang on, stop. It really helped him if you didn't have a bloody paper notebook on the bloody corner there. Right, that's out of the way. Yay! Da-da! Right, let's see if we can... Let's see if that comes round okay. Hello Z, long time no see. Hope you're doing okay. Since the last time you were in, I've jumped from N scale up to O scale, so big difference. Right, so here she goes. We're going round at quite speed now. Well, not massive speed, but... Oh, and hello Aaron, upward and onwards. How you doing? Excellent! Good stuff. Right, so I think what we'll do, we will put the camera a minute the other way, and then we'll continue on. I can't put it that way because I'll have to hold it like that, but that's where it's coming round. Here she comes. Shaky arms, but yeah. Loving it. There, looks awesome. You see, what's annoying is with this camera I can't get the wide angle that I can on my filming camera for you guys to see the awesomeness of how it... I know it looks cool already, but I mean how it's coming round, goes through that section there, over the bridge. And job's a good one. So yeah, let's pop that back down there a minute. I'm happy with that, which now means I don't have to destroy that bit of the track. Because this is my largest locomotive that I have at the moment as well. Exactly. Hello Callum, how you doing buddy? You're getting later and later every night, mate. Not back at youth club, are you? Right. Let's slow that down to a stop. I don't know. Why do caboose have ladders to the roof? Speedy. I don't actually know. But does anyone else notice the name of the caboose? Am I the only one that spells out a naughty word on that? Or does everyone else get that as well? Anyway, let's move that along because I want to get these painted. I was really worried, Stephen, about the 440 because obviously I haven't really played with that one since I got it. Yes. How many wagons do I have now? I have another log truck, and I've got 4 more on the way from that I bought recently. Stephen's kindly donating some as well at some point. So I've got a few. I've got one I've got to make as well. I can't remember how many I've got, but it's rolling stock is something I need to build up. But yeah, what we're going to do is move the camera back down because we're going to move on to weathering this one here. So I want to turn that off over there in a minute. My weathering techniques for this is so simple. Now let's switch those off. I got myself my... is Chris still awake, by the way? Has anyone checked in on Chris? Let's have a top up a drink and see if Chris Hales is still awake. I'll catch you in Tim's stream then, Pete. Thank you very much, Aaron. I think, apart from trees, I like doing my bridges as well. Now, just topping up my drink. Okay, so I get my shaked up brown ink, black ink, and some water, and just spray it. All on there, let it do its thing. And what I'm going to do is just, because no my luck, I'm just putting my hand in front of the lens for the minute while I just spray the other way. Right, leave that a moment or two. And move on to the back one. Oh, Melvin! Get yourself another one. Thank you kindly, good sir, and I will do. I will pop that into, or towards, another wagon. Thank you so much, buddy. And all this is that's in this spray is black India ink, some brown ink, and water. So what I'll do is I'll have a butcher's on Tuesday, I think, at another wagon. I'll say to the wife, Melvin brought it for me. And see what I can come up with. Okay, so that takes a little while to dry. We can speed up the process with a right, hold on a minute. Inked Rails is having trouble with his 2 water scenes. Not very happy with the way it came out and are looking for help on how to fix them. Oh, well, to be fair, I don't think I have ever had real success. Yeah, you can actually ask everyone. In the whole year that they've known me, I've only ever poured resin once and it was a complete fail. So to be fair, when I get round to doing it here, no, I've poured it twice because the waterfall on the end scale wasn't too bad. But when I get round to doing it here, yeah, hope it goes a lot better. The next bit I do is I get hold of. Oh, for Pete's sake, Tim, you had it all here. How on earth does the one cut? There it is. I like using this colour. Once I've put the brown ink on, I like using this colour for wood. It kind of like brings out the light a bit. And all I do is dry brush that one. I think I just saw Steve87 pop in. How are you doing? It's a really big nuisance because it's all been sat here because I've been doing some bits. Tim. There it is. And we just do some dry brushing. Let me just set that up. Hold on. I use a makeup brush for this. And just put a little bit and a little bit on at a time. Little bit of magic. Hello, Wicked Insanity, how you doing? Right, so let's see if we can... See, these are the first stages. Now, I'll keep repeating this process until I get to, with that one, and a bit of grey as well, when we want to lighten things up. Go for a bit of a darker brown sometimes, which is this one here. Start seeing it come together now. You now start to see some red, some brown, some yeah, all different types of weathered kind of colouring going on. And once again, a bit more darker. And I'll just continuously do this until I am happy. Now there's loads and loads and loads of methods out there. Mine probably isn't the right way, but it works for me. So that's what it's about, if it works for you. Then I get the spray ink again. And that will darken it up once more. Dab on and dab off some worse bits, like just down there. And some of it, but not so much. And let that dry for a moment, and then eventually a couple of more coats, and it will start to look come on, it's not going to focus in now, darn it. There we go. It will start to look like this, because the last coat that I put on, which I'll do in a moment, is a it's like a grey blue. Well, not like a grey blue, it is a grey blue. That's a bit weird, isn't it, Tim? It's grey blue. Yeah, it's just a bit like a grey blue. Anyway. So what we'll do, we'll just let that sit in a minute. Got some of these big juicy bits. Hello Andy Hudson, how you doing, buddy? Right, where's the grey? There's the grey. Let's have a last bit of the grey. Oh, I've lost the brush now. I got so excited that it was coming along quite nicely. There it is. Right, now this one I don't want too much on because then I'll have to go over with the rack end. So and the more that I do, don't panic, we're not quite got there yet, because you can guess what I'm going to do next again, because it's gone very, very light. Yep, you got it. I'm going to spray it one more time with the black. See if we can get that focus in. And spray it one more time with the brown ink. And once that goes in, I just jumped ahead of myself there, plonker. Should have let that dry a little bit. What I've also got there is some glue dots, so what I'll do there in just a moment is so it's starting to get to the same colour as the rest of them, but it depends how much I do. But what I'm going to have to do is, because it's the one thing I hate about glue is all these dots. Now, sorry, I keep moving the camera around. We can easily fix that with where's that darn paintbrush gone? Not the dry brush. Have a drink, have a drink, have a drink, drink. Paintbrush. There we are. Right. Darker colour. Let's go for that brown maybe, and work on it. Yeah, like Timber says, Tim's techniques are very, very odd. There's he slaps it on and along comes some magic and a little bit of luck. And it will come together okay. So now that that's on like that, let's dab a bit of this in. That one. Yeah. Going back to... Hello Finbar, how you doing? Going back to the sandy colour now and just... dab over. I don't want that. and give that a moment to dry, because a minute ago I didn't give it the time to dry. And then I'll do one last coat of the ink. Yes, exactly that as well, Norman. All we need is some matches just to set fire to them all. Right, Tim Wells, makeup artist to the star. So what we want to do is, gotta let that dry a bit, and then put one more coat of ink. But yeah, obviously all that's got to dry, and then I've got to fill in more edges. But we are getting there. The bridge, I think, will be finished by Tuesday. There she is. She comes round. The train runs round beautifully, as we've seen. The last part, which are these extra type of supports, these here, that's just a bit of balsa wood. There's not actually any form of support at all. So then what we'll do, once the bridge is done, we'll come back on Tuesday and we'll do the rest of the scenic area. So the rocks will go in, some flowery greenness and all that sort of stuff. That will all get put in there. And again, we'll refer to the bridge that has inspired me, which is this one. And the disclaimer of that using the modeler license that allows the fact that the bents on mine are further apart. One, it supports my model train going over, but I'm wanting the views to go through the bents so that we will see, for instance, if I take away that, if someone comes along and has a look down here, you know, they're going on, rather than if I had another bent in the middle here, you kind of like lose that what's going on behind because of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's why mine are spaced out. Now the last bit, let's see if I can get last bit of ink now in there. And there you have it. This one then starts working, looking like, let's try and get that to focus in. Let's use that bit of tissue to go behind it or something. Come on, camera. Do you? Right, well, it gets there. Cheers, Kieran, mate. Take care, buddy. Now, what I'm going to want to put along the bottom here, maybe, these bits along here, is some tree stumps. Because in theory, they'd have taken these trees, cut the trees down to build this bridge. Well, in my head anyway, that's what they did. I think I just saw a hardcore pop in. Yep. No hardcore, I'm not putting a walkway. I didn't see an inspection walkway on the bridge I'm get my inspiration from. I'm not going, and plus you wouldn't have as well. No. Because as was explained beforehand, in the narrow gauge, these weren't permanent bridges. Well, they became quite permanent, but they weren't permanent bridges. They were put there until the area was logged out. So, scrap that suggestion. Oh, pardon me. So we've got to paint the bridge ties, which is just the that one. There we go. That one along there. To be honest, I don't know. No, I completely understand hardcore, it's just a thought, but like I said, I'm going for the picture that I have for the inspiration on the narrow gauge, not a main line, massive thing going on. When it comes to weathering the ties on the track, I'm not too sure, but this is just like horrid plastic. The track that I'm using is concrete sleepers, because that's the track I had available. Not exactly the best for this. So I'm going to put this colour on first of all and see what I can do with it. Never really thought about it until, like you said, am I able to weather it? Right, what am I doing with my finger? The whole remove paint with your finger method off of the rail. But for being, what, day 2 into the Scenics, we've done quite well. So I say, this is the track I'm using, the Pico grey stuff, concrete stuff. So we are changing the colour of it, but because there's no texture in it or anything like that, when it comes to weathering, I'm not sure how I'm going to get myself round that yet. I'll come up with something and what have you. But for now, if I can get this coat on, it's a start. And then what I'll do before we go again, I'll set the train round one more time, well, a few more times, just because we can. Right, let's see, if I put the camera back up the top here, if we've got, oh, what have we hooked on? I do apologise guys, there we go. Right, back up there. Down, down, down. No, it's not going to want to do it today. Right, we'll pop it back round this way and see the train come round. Silly camera, well no, silly Tim. There's that tripod gone? There. Drop it on the tripod. We've got the 440 running. Put it round to there. That's it. Let's turn it all on again without kicking the camera over. Hello Brian, how are you doing? Right, so let's pop that in place there. There we go. It always takes a few minutes to figure out what layout we're on. Right, let's get put the paint lid back on. I said 21, let's go. Oh no, I'm not connected, hold on. Flipping hell. There it is. Happy Sunday. Indeed it is. Happy indeed. Speaking of which, I actually feel much better today. I was groggy yesterday. I woke up with my arm was killing me like a boggery this morning. Couldn't believe it, but now I feel fine. Now I feel fine. Right, control panel. Crank that train up. Go! Here she comes. Well, actually, I say that. She's round the other end of the layout at the present moment. Right, so it's going to take its time over the crookedy bridge. Oh, she goes. Right, before anyone panics, it's the camera that's slightly tilted, not the track. I've just seen what looks like a bit of a dodgy tilt there. It's not the track or the train, it's the camera. So I can assure you, with good faith, Norman saw it and thought, I won't say anything. We're all good. Coming round over there. I've been mapping out here how far back I can put my building, like there, to see how much of a gap. She comes around quite nicely. A bit of a tight corner, but I can squeeze in a nice building there. Right, let's bring that back round. Yeah, I'll get me leveler out as well, just to make people feel a little bit better. And across the track, it's a little bit. It's not too bad. The bubble's a little bit to the left. If I can just bring that up a bit. There she is. Where are we? There's my spirit level on it. And here comes the train. So I'll move that. So yeah. Oh, see, there it goes. The camera gone wonky again. Drink. So yeah, for the bridge, guys, that's going to be it. When we come back Tuesday, the bridge will be finished, and what we'll do, we'll start on the rock work around this area here. The Chicago, Rock Island and Pacific Railroad. Nice. Okay, thanks for that, Timbers. Bit of research there. I didn't actually know. I just saw the caboose there was for £28 rather than 59. So I bought it. So there she goes. I'm really actually looking at the bridge itself. Yeah, now, Anthony, I would usually agree with you, but the reason I haven't done that is because I'm not planning and shouldn't plan on any form of high-speed trains going round here to hang the curve, or whatever you want to call it. So I didn't think about rising this bit a little bit so it's tilted slightly. I thought, for the sake of my trains going at a snail pace, I would just leave it flat. But yeah, I do get what you mean. I didn't want to go into the whole terminology of the track laying and the extra. I like things simple. But she runs nicely, the whole layout. I still have not done my control panel. So we've got no sidings work. Well, the sidings work, we just can't use them at the moment. Like I said, when I come back, need to sign each end. Do not allow alter us. No, Norman, I'll catch you on Tuesday, buddy. Right, so yeah, as of today, we've got the baseboard done, we've got the track down. I'm using radius 1 and 2 on all my corners. The whole layout, for those that haven't been here for a little while, is the O scale narrow gauge. So working 7mm for buildings and everything, 7mm a foot. And the layout itself is 8 foot by 2.5 foot, so that's 32 inches by 96 inches. There is a video for those that haven't seen what we've done to date, only an 8-minute video on my main channel called O Scale Small Space Project. So if you want to have a look at that, that'll bring you up to date to where we are today. Or apart from the bridge, because we built that yesterday and today. But yeah, the rest of the bridge will get finished. Now that that's dried, I'll put the last ink coating on that one. And that should bring up the indented bits I wanted. So now we go back to that one that we did today. There it is. Once that ink dries, it will become the same as this one and this one. So yeah, guys, cheers for all the support as always. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, blah blah blah. You know the drill. Keep popping back every so often. I'm live 8:30 nearly every night, apart from Mondays and Fridays. Unless you're a member, a channel member, then you will see me on a Monday every so often. But pop back during the week if you can, or even next weekend, to see how far we get. Channel members, once again, click on the link on the pinned message to set your reminder for channel members only live stream tomorrow night. And I'll catch you guys then. Non-channel members, I will see you Tuesday or throughout the week. Take care all, and thanks for all the support. Don't forget, hit the thumbs up on the way out. Toodles for now.